McLaren F1 Team has been dominating this season so far. At the time this video was made, both Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris are sitting at the top of the 2025 Drivers' Championship standings. While it has been an interesting racing season for Formula 1 fans so far, we can kinda predict that from the preseason, from drivers' positioning, a set of regulatory changes, and a calendar abnormality. But McLaren's success wasn't just a lucky shot. It was a result from a plan that was carefully crafted years ago. Before we go through all of that, if you're new here, this is Torque Haus, a channel based in Europe. We talk about cars and essentially anything that has wheels and can race. Clicking the subscribe button would help us a lot in making our videos mainstream for other enthusiasts like you.
But it gets him back into the race. 3.4 seconds. Will Red Bull respond? What can Max Verstappen do on the mediums? Piastri will have the fresh rub.
For me, the two major forces that makes a winning team are first, the car, and second, the driver. Let's talk about the cars that McLaren is using this year. The two MCL39s that Lando and Piastri are using were constructed and with the same chassis, bodywork and livery as last year's MCL38. And let me remind you, the MCL38 was the third fastest car in Formula 1 last year. It won the Constructions Championship and showed minimal flaw. The Piastri construction team has carried out a series of upgrades to address its weaknesses from last year: weak front end, lack of downforce, and unpredictable balance. The MCL39 has new front wings with revised M-plate geometry to increase grip on corner entries. The car's development team introduced a new rear suspension kinematics to help the car stay consistent during heavy load changes. The weight distribution is also consistently set to be within 44.6% and 46.1% on the front axle, a 5% improvement from last year's MCL38. For their downforce problem, McLaren has equipped the car with new floor edges, a slightly higher rear ride, and massive improvement on their venturi tunnels dynamic. This maximized the car's downforce without compromising stability and increasing drags. I happened to find a very interesting article from Alexander Filouzot, posted a few weeks ago, comparing the performance of these two absolute monsters based on real-time data. The Ferrari posed two major issues. It lacks pace on slow corners and its rear end is completely unstable. 3 days before Monaco, Charles Leclerc himself has also admitted this. Monaco will show all the weaknesses of our car. When you compare the MCL39 to any other car this season, its superiority is incredible. In the Australian Grand Prix, Max Verstappen reached a delta of 15 seconds after his 17 laps compared to Piastri's McLaren. Under low speed, this is even scarier. In Imola, Verstappen had a significant 0.2 second advantage even before turn 1. But for a track with highly technical corners like Emilia-Romagna, McLaren's superiority under low and medium speed conditions prevailed. In turn 18 of the same lap, a strong exit gave Piastri just enough time to edge back in front. Let's talk about Lando Norris later. He is without a doubt having one of his best seasons in 2025. But I want to shift your focus to the brilliance of Oscar Piastri. The 24-year-old Australian is having his breakthrough season. And man, I have to say, he's a joy to watch.
Third win of the season and his fifth career win in Formula 1, beating Max Verstappen by 2.8 seconds.
He is super consistent, excellent throttle modulation in slow corners, and an excellent defender. All of these characteristics have brought him to the podium in 7 out of 8 races so far this year. He took 4 poles, and guess who's behind him? Yeah, Lando Norris. And no, it's not just luck. If you look at this turn at the Chinese Grand Prix, You'll notice his technique when it comes to big braking zones. In turn 14, Piastri uses the late booking technique, which allows him to take a more V-shaped turn. This, along with McLaren's notorious grip control on the MCL 39 this year, allows him to rotate more sharply approaching the hairpin, and straighten the exit that allows Piastri to accelerate earlier.
Direction and not knowing exactly how warm your tyres are after a very long straight.
He's also prolific in wheel-to-wheel combats, making split-second decisions and clean overtakes, and defends under pressure very well. Let's take an example: Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Piastri started in second place. An early incident gave away a 5-second penalty for pole position Max Verstappen. In that situation, Piastri started the race so well that for a split second, he accelerated and overtook Max Verstappen right in turn 1, forcing him to push Oscar out of the throttle limit and receive a penalty after investigation. Oscar also defended so well against both Verstappen and Charles Leclerc in such a high-speed track like Jeddah. Throughout the race, both Verstappen and Leclerc had their chances, but every time, the number 81 McLaren always exit deep corners with a higher thrust rate.
Hamilton remains in the wheel tracks of Oscar Piastri, who is the lead car to have stopped in the Grand Prix.
McLaren's success so far this season is a testament to months of engineering R&D, combining with the sheer brilliance of the two drivers. However, the championship is far from finished. With Max Verstappen up on his tail, Piastri and his team still has a lot of work to do, especially tomorrow in Barcelona GP, where FIA introduced new rules regarding the flexibility of the front wings. This could be the ultimate challenge for McLaren, as they have been quite depending on their flexor wing for reducing drags and downforce in corners, especially for a track with a variety of complicated and long corners like the circuit of Barcelona-Catalunya. It's shaping up to be an exciting weekend in Spain, with plenty to keep an eye on. Tomorrow we reveal how it all unfolds.